Hi, my name is Zoe Hodges, and my goal is to abolish the death penalty in the state of Texas because Texas has the greatest number of executions out of any state in the United States of America. One reason the death penalty should be abolished is because of racism. In a study of 2,000 Georgia murder cases, defendants that were sentenced to death in 12% of cases involving African American defendants and white victims, but only in 1% of cases involving African American defendants and victims. The death penalty is also very expensive. According to Kenneth R. Stanton, death penalty lawyers cost the government millions of dollars, and the taxpayer money goes to waste because the majority of lawyers are not experienced in the habeas corpus law, which gives death row victims the chance for a less severe punishment and to show that the death penalty punishment is unlawful. Death penalty costs in totality are very expensive, with lawyers, the trial, and keeping the death row victims in jail. The total costs come to $950,000 to $1,300,000, while life imprisonment costs are $650,000 to $750,000, and violence prevention program costs are $10,000 to $20,000. The best solution for the state of Texas is violence prevention programs. Violence prevention programs should be implemented in schools where teachers can incorporate nonviolent actions into everyday lesson plans. Children and parent programs should also be used in order to teach children and parents proper ways to handle anger and punishment. In a Seattle follow-up study of children at the age of 18 who had experienced classroom instruction from grades 1 to 6 had fewer violent delinquent acts than those that had not. 48.3% of participants in the classroom instruction had delinquent acts, while 51.7% of those in the control group had delinquent acts. The Early Head Start program also did a study on kids and parents in the program that were taught ways to handle anger management and punishment. Those children 3 to 4 years old that participated in the program were rated by their parents as having lower levels of violence than those that had not participated in the program. A follow-up study was also done when the children were 24 years old, and the children that were 24 years old had fewer arrests for felonies and crimes for serious punishment like the death penalty and life imprisonment than those children that had not participated in the program. You should get involved to abolish the death penalty in Texas and implement violence prevention programs because for every $20 spent on violence prevention programs, the rate of violence is reduced by 1%. Thus, the Texas HB 216 SB 194 law that permits the death penalty should be abolished and violence prevention programs should be implemented because it will stop the problem of violence before the crime is committed, and the costs are lower than those of the death penalty. In order to contact your state legislators today, please contact the Texas House by P.O. Box 2910 in Austin, Texas, and by P.O. Box 12068 in Austin, Texas for the Senate. Also signing and creating petitions so that the bill Texas HB 216 SB 194 law that permits the death penalty can be voted on in the upcoming election. Cutting the death penalty will help save money, and implementing violence prevention programs will reduce the rates of violence and create a better Texas community for all of those that live there, as well as all of those in the United States of America. For more information on why the death penalty should be abolished and violence prevention programs should be implemented, please visit my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/deathpenaltyintexas, Texas with a capital T. Thank you so much for your time and attention.